Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. It's Corey Wesley coming to you live and in living color from New York, Harlem to be exact. Welcome to Kitchen Table Talk with Corey Wesley. That's me. That's the kitchen. That's the table. That's New York in the background. Although that picture looks a little crooked. I'm really anal like that. The lighting in here. Oh my God, I'm sweating. How was your weekend? It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. I had to look it up too, just so I could read it to you, because I think we take for granted what these holidays are and what they mean and when they started. Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States for honoring and mourning the military personnel who died during serving in the United States Armed Forces. The holiday is now observed on the last Monday, having been observed on May 30th from 1868 to 1970. And I looked up next year. It's going to be May 31st, 2022. Mark your calendars. Hopefully, this Coronaville will be over. So, what's everybody going to do today? Yesterday, I had my bestie over. We did social distancing, but it was nice to be in the company of one person. You know, he's basically family to me. We've known each other for, oh my God, 28 years. He is my ex. But that was a long, 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 long time ago. But 28, 29 years, we've been really, really best friends. He's like a brother to me. I don't have any brothers, so he's really actually family to me. So we spent time together. We did do an experiment about 14 days ago. I went to his house because I felt like we both were itching to just be around people. I mean, when you're single during this COVID, it can be very taxing on a person. And, people who are in homes with family, their children, their spouses, they'd be like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't be visiting this," and I'm like, "Well, you got company. I'm sitting in the house all the time and video chat. I mean, let me not talk bad about video chatting because it has saved um, my life during this time. I was able to talk to my friend Shaniqua all the time. I see her, we laugh. I was there for her when her mom died virtually. I would have been there physically, and that happened during quarantine. So it's just been a very, very difficult time being single and during quarantine, which is why I'm so excited about my upcoming table talk with Hershey Beauty. She's a lifestyle vlogger. She does makeup, celebrity makeup artist. She does about different product reviews. So I'm really excited because we're going to talk about dating. And then after that, Ready for Pleasure founder and owner is going to be meeting with me. Her name is Eve. And we're going to be talking about sex toys. Because, during this time, being single, you can't really trust, if you don't have a regular sex partner, you can't really trust hooking up during COVID-19. Although there have been moments I've been tempted, I ain't gonna lie. But I haven't, because then that would then destroy or not deter hooking up with my best friend. I would never put his life in jeopardy or, my neighbors in jeopardy, and especially myself. I still got a lot of living to do. I need to be with y'all and make this Kitchen Table Talk a platform of fame and fortune. So anyway, my dad and I had a long conversation yesterday. Very interesting conversation because we were talking about going back to work. People are really starting to panic. Companies are starting to call their employees. One of my family members got a phone call and was actually really, really upset. Oh my God, am I going to be safe? Oh my goodness. And I agree with all of the issues or the the topics of concern that were brought up. However, has she gone and got tested? Not at all. And that's that most aggravating part because the person in my family who is complaining is almost a manager. And I feel like, okay, well, you need to be a leader. You have to be a leader. So you have to also, leaders take risk. And unfortunately, I don't want to take risk on anyone's life. Let me clear that up when I say leaders take risk. No, you don't take risk on people's lives. However, what you do is you take initiative. You be the first of the first, meaning testing, we were complaining that there were no tests. For weeks in and weeks out, we were complaining that there were no tests. And then all of a sudden, there was a bunch of tests available, and people ain't going to get tested. And I'm wondering if the people, and I know there is no guarantee about testing, but you have to have a starting point. You cannot complain about something and you haven't even taken the initiative to be safe on your own health. Have you worrying about an employer to making sure that you're safe, but how you're not going to get tested? How is that possible? How does that even make sense? Plus, how are you waiting for a doctor to call you to tell you to go get a test? Because I'm going to be the first to tell you I don't want to disappoint you and I don't want to hurt your feelings. And if I offend you, I am sorry. But nobody is responsible for you but you. I don't care what rules in the world exist, what government laws exist. You are responsible for you, especially your health. This government has proven that they don't know jack shit. And I love the scientists that have been really out there trying to promote and tell us what to do. They are also learning. This is something new. It ain't never happened before in I don't know how many years, and really decades. And the last time, what was the swine flu? Wasn't that in 18 something? This is 2000 and something. These people ain't never seen this before. They don't know what the hell they talking about because every day it changes. Just like when you go to school, you learn something new every day. So this is something that they're learning every day. So it annoys me when these people are saying, oh, reopen, reopen, reopen. What percentage of these people really went and got tested? Because see, that to me, the people that really are concerned about their safety ran and got a test as soon as the tests were available. I know there's no guarantee. I'll say that again. I'll say it again and again and again. Because that's the defense. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're positive or negative. No, that doesn't matter. It shows the initiative that I care about myself and that I care about the people around me. First of all, I could not get a test when I was coughing for 19 days, and that scared the shit out of me. The shizzy out of me. And when there was a test available, what was the first thing I did? And a friend called me and said, oh, well, City MD has tests. And I said, well, they're not open on Sunday. And she said, yesterday, it was like 9:30. I called them and I said, you doing testing? She said, yes, we are. I said, is it crowded? She said, no. I said, I'll be right there. I put my shoes on, I put my boots on, whatever, and ran down the street to 125th Street to City MD, sat up in there and got my test. No, I didn't want that nose thing, but I will do the blood. Take a blood, take it. I was so excited because I didn't want the thing on my nose. So I was like, please just take it. I know either way is not a guarantee. I know being positive does not mean that you're immune. I have researched this. I have followed this. I know more about this than some of these damn doctors. Just like I was telling a friend the other day, I was saying, you got that mask on wrong. And he had the filter part on the inside. And I said, well, are you sick? And he said, no. I said, well, you have it on wrong. The filter part goes on the outside, the non-filter part, because you want to capture any particles or droplets from the outside that will capture it. If the other way around is not, that's incorrect. He said, well, I didn't know that. I said, well, did you read? Did you look at the news? Did you research stuff? Because, see, y'all be doing stuff, and then y'all not sure what y'all doing. And that's part of the problem. But I think everybody wants to be complaining now that everybody's talking about going to work. And yes, I understand you have to be concerned for your safety. Employers need to make sure that their staff is safe. I don't have employees, but I do have a small business, and I have hired people virtually before, and their concerns, their needs are for to make sure that my business runs accordingly is my responsibility. However, my health is my responsibility. You have no pot to piss in to say, well, what are you doing for safety if you haven't even gotten tested yet? Because the first thing an employer might do is say, oh, so are you negative or you positive? You don't even have an answer for them. So we have to start really taking some responsibility for ourselves in this. I know we need the scientists, the doctors, even our government who lacks in some areas, and pretty much a lot of them, um, to do something. Just like, for example, I had an interview, which I hope that you go and check out. It's on Kitchen Table Talk TV with Rick Miller, the founder of Gay Sons and Mothers. My mom and I on Instagram, he followed us or saw our relationship, and it inspired him to kind of connect with gay sons and their mothers and find out their stories. And I liked the project. But he interviewed me in regards to COVID-19 in nursing homes, because my mom previously was in a nursing home a few weeks ago, was for 2.5 years, but discharged in a week ago, last Friday. Next, was that 2 weeks now? Oh God, I can't remember now. These days start looping in. But anyway, the point that I'm bringing up is that I had to, with my aunt and her husband, who I am greatly appreciative to, is that we had to get her out because of her COPD. She has severe COPD, and it was necessary to get her out of the nursing home. So I had to take the initiative, and luckily enough, I'm very blessed and fortunate that my aunt had space and was available, and had the that was gracious and willing enough to open up her own for my mom's safety and her husband. And I thank them very much, because I don't know what I would do to have a parent in a nursing home during this time who has a respiratory problem. And so my point is that I had to take that initiative. I didn't wait for the government. I know that the government was laxy-daisy on nursing homes. I couldn't see her. She couldn't get out air. She couldn't go outside. She couldn't do anything, which was heartbreaking. And I understand the frustration that people are having. I can get mad at the governor about nursing homes not doing what they were supposed to and having COVID deaths and not reporting them. That's not the governor's fault. That's the nursing home and the management of the nursing home's fault. However, as he found out about it, we did get an executive order that the nursing homes had to report cases. And I'm grateful for that, because that was the data that I needed to execute the discharge. One day it was 31, then it went up to 40 something, and then there was one death there. And then that was like, okay, well, this is serious. So again, it was the data. So going back to people arguing about going back to work, the data is, did you go get tested yet? How can you be complaining about safety and you haven't even got tested for your own safety? It's like, I understand. I would be terrified. It's terrifying to figure out how you're going to ride the train. The buses are crowded. How are you going to get on the bus and keep yourself safe? I get all that. Excuse me. No, that's a regular cough. But see, like that instant, everybody at work will be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And see, at least I could be like, well, I took my antibodies test. It was but okay. I'm feeling okay though. I don't have any symptoms. And see, it also is going to be an indication if the people that did not go get tested during the opportunity that they had to go, that they could go get tested, right? And then they are back at work. Now they cough. How will I be trusting enough to know if that person is truly feeling well or not? Because they've been so drowned in bills and having to pay, that they might not. They might come to work with a slight cough and worried about losing their job because the employer going to be like, oh, well, you taking too many days off. I get all that. But the problem is now can I trust that person that just coughed? Are they not sick or are they really sick? And see, that's the issue. And then that one person that in my example that I'm saying did cough and did not go get tested. Now, how can I trust you when I ask you, are you feeling okay? Are you physically feeling? Are you really feeling okay? Because if you're not, you should go home. See, how can I trust that person? See, I'm going to give everybody a side eye who has an opportunity to get tested and has not. Because then that scares me. Because then you don't want, I mean, and I know there, again, and I'm going to say it again, because I think people always want to attack. Well, there is no guarantee. I know there's no guarantee. But there's a starting point. In a race, you have a starting line. I know something. It's better to know something than nothing. Knowledge is power. That's what they say. And I believe that. I think everyone that I know within my circle has gotten tested. There's a few that are trinkling. I just think they're being lazy. And I know my cousin says she's traumatized after that nose thing. I get it. But I need to be able to trust people. That's the thing. The people that I'm around, I need to be able to trust them that they care about their health as much as I care about mine, and that they also care about the people that they're going to be interacting with, their health. Now, if you're going to be bitching about reopening, I hope, and pray that you've already taken the first step, even though it's an iffy step, because, like again, it's not a guarantee. As long as you've taken that iffy step, I can honestly feel like you will do the necessary things if you don't feel well, like stay home. Or if you start coughing and you are aware that there's been a change from you not coughing, not coughing to coughing, or if you had night sweats, that you just don't come to work. I want to be able to trust those people. And I can only trust you if you've been in quarantine and isolation for so many weeks. And and if you live in New York, we were scarce for tests. And we had thousands, 900 people dying on a regular basis. And you don't go get tested. Something's not equating to me when the tests are available. I know they're not a guarantee. It does not mean you're immune if you're positive, but at least you took the initiative. That's all that I'm trying to say. As long as the people that I'm around took the initiative to go get tested, I feel somewhat of, 50% security, because nothing in the world is actually, honestly, nothing in this world is perfect. Nothing in this world is a guarantee. Tomorrow you can get hit by a truck just like I can. Tomorrow we may not be here. It does not, there's no guarantee. But as long as I took the steps to make sure that I'm healthier and do something. I think fear is a topic I talk about a lot, and I think if you don't tackle it in some way or fashion, or you just don't want to walk through it with some basic knowledge, then something's not right. I know it's scary, and I know that, oh my God, this is no surety. Okay, well, nothing in the world is sure. You can, I know people who are sure they're going to be married when they plan their wedding and sure don't get married. Nothing is a guarantee in life. So just, if you're going to start complaining about going to work, and I have to let you know, your employer is not going to tell you to go get tested. And when they tell you to come to work and you didn't have no job in the last couple of weeks and you were worried about your bills, they're going to make you say, go come to work. And you can't be complaining about, oh my God, my safety, because you have no pot to piss in. Have the piece of paper. So you do have a pot to piss in. So if you say, well, I don't have the antibody, so that means I'm not in contact. I have never been in contact with this virus. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to come to work. But what provisions are you making? At least you have a pot to piss in. You don't have no pot to piss in to an employee who says, come to work tomorrow. Okay, well, you didn't get tested, so you weren't concerned. But now you're concerned? You can't do that. It's just like as an employer, they have to protect you. I agree with that. They have to do everything in their power to protect you. But other than that, you have to take responsibility for your own health, your own family, and all the people that you love. Well, anyway, that was my rant for the day. Ooh, that felt good. Ooh, that felt good. Getting that off my chest. Because when you put that stuff on Facebook, they're gonna come and attack you. But I know on YouTube they can come and put their little comments. But it feels good to get that out. When you can air that stuff out physically in your voice and just put it out there. Because there's no misinterpretation. I said what I said. I said it and I meant it. Now, if I say something wrong, I might have to apologize eventually in time. I know that might come sooner or later, one day. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. But this is my opinion. This is my platform. But it do feel good to get that off my chest. Well, anyway, today is Memorial Day. Make a hot dog, eat a hamburger. Even in New York, it's gonna be 72 degrees. It do look a little gray out, but it still is 72. Have a cocktail. I'm trying to go on detox, but that ain't happening lately. But anyway, I'm gonna keep trying. Remember, today is the best day ever, and you know why? Because you are a part of it. Remember to stay blessed, because you're already blessed. And just have a good day. Today's Memorial Day. It do suck a little bit, because we would be out with family and friends and barbecue. And if you are lucky enough to have a friend and barbecue with your family, you're lucky. Don't take that for granted, because some of us single people cannot do that right now, especially in the COVID-19 era. Remember, stay blessed. Mwah.